Hey guys, a little bit different of a video today. In fact, the only one of its kind, because I probably won't do that many videos on pens. Mainly because this is really the only one I intend on having and using. Past, little work in a pinch, big pens or something like that. Anyway, this is the Hinderer Brass Investigator. These are really cool pens. They're designed by knife maker Rick Hinderer, as the name suggests. And they go in and out of stock a lot as far as where you can find them. I got this one off of Blade HQ. It was about $60, which I think that's a fair price for a design like this, and the materials used, and just the quality of it. Because this thing is very high quality of a pen in my opinion. It uses a Fisher pen insert. You can get Fisher pens for really cheap, but I think the overall design of the pen and the actual pen itself is worth the money. It's about 1.5 ounces. I think the website where Rick Hinderer talks about these, it's about 1.6 by their measurements, and that sounds about right. Feels about that. It's 3/8 of an inch in diameter, and it is 4¼ inches long, which is the perfect size because right here, without the little back cap, it kind of feels weird. There's not enough pen to it, but once you screw this cap on, it fits. You got like extra sticking up, so it feels like you're holding a larger pen, which is really nice. So it's very good for writing too. Like I said in one of my earlier videos, it's pretty heavy, and that I almost feel like that helps stabilize my hand when I'm writing, so it leads to neater writing, at least for me. Now these O-rings on it, they do not come straight from the factory. This one does, but you have the option to put it on or not. I just put it on because it locks, or it keeps this O-ring, or the cap on, from knocking loose when you're just carrying it around. Anyway, these O-rings I put on just for comfort. It's got little fins machined into the side of the brass, which kind of were digging into the skin of my finger, and I didn't like that so much, but these brass O-rings completely fixed that problem, and I think it looks kind of cool. It's definitely more comfortable. Now this pocket clip is actually very tight. It's ridiculously tight. You have to really pull to get it out, but I kind of like that because it's not going to break on you. And if it does, you can replace it. I'm sure you could contact Hinderer Knives and get a replacement. You can just take it off with a little hex wrench there and replace it. And yeah, definitely it stays in the pocket. It's definitely not gonna fall out. Yeah, and here's a little strike tip that comes with these. You can use these as a Kubotan or a glass breaker, or some impact tool or weapon if need be. Less lethal option. These screw right out. You can get different tips for these, and this is how you replace the pen insert. These come with a screw to kind of keep things tight down, but yep, so this is the insert. I think it's the SPR number 4. Let's see. Yeah, Space Pen Refill 4, PR4, whatever. So that goes back in there, and you tighten this down, and the spring keeps tension on it, so there's no wiggle, no rattling at all, which is nice. The space pens have a little bit of a rattle. Anyway, one other thing I really want to talk about, which is really, I think, cool about this, the material they use, the brass, is that it is very smooth as far as the threads go. They are just so smooth. I don't know if that's just a quality of brass. I think my friend who's into machining said that, yeah, brass makes for really nice threads, but wow, these things are really smooth. You really need to kind of feel it. It's like, think of the smoothest threading unless you know of brass threading, and then just imagine you feel like there's no friction on it and it's just sliding right out, which is cool. And another thing is that I think this is just kind of cool. It just kind of shows workmanship. When you unscrew it, the point where the threading comes undone, if you pull it out and flip it over, it's right in place to start threading back on. You're not going to have to fiddle with it a little bit. So I just thought that was kind of cool. sort of a higher quality feature. Really not that big of a deal, but it's just kind of like, that's kind of cool. It's just one of those little things. Anyway, yeah, so this feels really great. As you can see, it's not shiny. It's starting to get a darkening and patina on it, which I think is really cool. I mean, brass is easy to clean. You can, if I wanted to, I could keep this polished, but I kind of like this sort of dull brass look, so I think that's really neat. Anyway, so I love this pen. This isn't really a review of it, it's more of a just a video about it, because I don't really know how to do pen reviews. I mean, honestly, I'm not really big into pens, and I feel like I wouldn't be doing the pen review justice, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Thank you guys for watching. Definitely check these out if you're looking for a nice high quality pen, just for EDC or general writing. I mean, oh, one last thing, I'll show you how it writes. I mean, it's just as you expect any other space pen insert to be. Sorry, I knocked the camera there. It should be like... Yep. So thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.